Tonight, the war between the United States and Iran appears on pause. No U.S. strikes have been reported since Friday, and new CBS polling shows that 60% of Americans think President Trump makes things with Iran sound better than they actually are. CBS's Charlie D'Agata in Amman, Jordan, has more on the conflict now in its 5th month. Charlie.
Good evening, Tarika. Sources confirmed to CBS News that the current 2-day pause we've seen from both sides after nearly 2 straight weeks of intense fighting is directly linked to progress in diplomatic efforts. At the same time, there are growing concerns the U.S. is running low on crucial munitions. The reappearance of the B-1 bomber to the region is just one part of a U.S. military buildup, signifying that planners are setting the stage for the massive attack President Trump has threatened to unleash. Yet, regional officials tell CBS News that talks between Iran and Oman to reopen the Strait of Hormuz are showing progress. But CBS News has learned that worries at the Pentagon over the rapidly dwindling stockpiles of air defenses may also factor into whether to escalate attacks, especially after the deaths of 3 U.S. soldiers here in Jordan and nearly 100 wounded across the region. So is the suggestion that U.S. air defenses are overstretched in Jordan?
U.S. air defenses are overstretched across the Middle East and globally, period, full stop. There is not enough of them. So absolutely, the quantity of interceptors that have been, first of all, expended and shot over the past several months is shockingly high.
While U.S. and Iran may be holding fire, Iranian-backed Houthis have opened up another front, attacking Saudi Arabian oil facilities. That and the continued attempt to shut down Red Sea shipping lanes have created more uncertainty over global oil supply, pushing up gas prices. Tonight, 2 oil chokeholds are under threat, Jarika. The U.S. military ratcheting up its presence here, questions over whether there's sufficient protection for U.S. troops, with hopes resting on some kind of diplomatic breakthrough.
Charlie D'Agata, thank you.
And joining me now is
on Earth in a worldwide depression that he caused would Trump be imposing tariffs at a time like this? Larry, I have a 3-part question for you, prevailing upon all of your numerous fields of expertise. How dangerously low is U.S. military equipment and ammo? How dangerously low is the U.S. strategic petroleum reserves? And I know your one of your fields is the economy. Why on earth, in a worldwide depression that he caused, would Trump be imposing tariffs at a time like this?
Okay, let's start with the precision-guided missiles. 3 categories of those. You've got the air defense missiles, the PAC-3s, the THAADs. Those are virtually exhausted. So there's not even at production rates with Lockheed Martin, they can't be replaced anytime soon. But then you have on the suppression of enemy air defense side with the HARM. Again, those are at low levels of the inventory. And then when you get into the long range, with Tomahawk, JASSM, the PRISM, the precision strike missile, which is the latest addition for the HIMARS system, it can go about 300 miles. Lockheed Martin made 56 of those. So those are exhausted. And then the ATACMS missiles, they're down, and they're also down, but they only go 180 miles. So if they're launching from, say, Bahrain or Kuwait, they're not really going to be effective for much along the Gulf, the Persian Gulf. But to rebuild and replace those, the estimate minimum 3 to 5 years, and they're totally dependent upon at least 4, minimum of 4, and in some cases more rare earth minerals that China holds the provisions on. Okay, so that deals with the missile shortage. We're short there.